In the far reaches of the Orion expanse, humanity was regarded as a minor player in the galactic theater. Alien empires towered over them, each brimming with technology millennia ahead of human engineering, yet none had counted on the most unpredictable variable in the universe, the human spirit. It was said that humans were reckless, fragile, and prone to mistakes, but they endured where others would falter. The threat came quietly at first, a ripple of terror traveling faster than light. A coalition of alien warlords known as the Dravari had begun swallowing nearby star systems, leaving nothing but desolation in their wake. Humanity's fleets, though brave, were outmatched. Entire colonies fell, and panic threatened to fracture the fragile unity of Earth's interstellar coalition. Conventional fleets could not withstand this juggernaut. Humanity needed more than ships. It needed a legend. That legend took shape in orbit around Sol. Humanity's finest engineers, scientists, and military strategists gathered to forge a vessel unlike any other. They named it the Starforge Titan. Not merely a ship of war, it was a testament to human will, a living embodiment of defiance. Its hull was a composite of alloyed metals and bioengineered materials, strengthened by energy-forged processes only humans could conceive. Its systems weren't just artificial. They were infused with the spirit of those who built it. The AI that governed the Titan's operations was not cold or purely logical. It learned from human bravery, creativity, and improvisation. Weapons rivaled the firepower of entire fleets. Quantum cannons capable of rending asteroids, plasma turrets that could level orbital stations, and a fleet of autonomous drones that acted as extensions of the ship itself. Yet the true marvel lay deeper. The Titan's living hull pulsed with a subtle rhythm, a heartbeat that seemed to echo the courage of those who commanded it. Humanity had created not just a weapon, but a sentinel. When the Titan's engines ignited for the first time, a column of light erupted into space, visible even from distant colonies. Citizens watched in awe, knowing that their survival now rested upon this colossal vessel. It was more than steel and firepower. It was hope, courage, and the unyielding essence of humanity made tangible. The launch of the Starforge Titan was celebrated across human colonies. Yet awe quickly gave way to tension as the vessel embarked on its maiden voyage beyond the solar system. Its first mission was not a war patrol but a test, intercepting Dravari scouts that had begun probing human outposts. From the bridge, Captain Alara Voss watched as the Titan cut through the void. Her crew, handpicked for both skill and character, bore the weight of humanity's expectations. Engineers monitored the living hull, noting fluctuations that mimicked emotion. The AI, named Aegis, whispered suggestions in the crew's minds, blending logic with subtle encouragement. Their first encounter was brutal. Dravari drones swarmed with calculated precision, firing waves of disintegration beams. Yet the Titan was unyielding. Adaptive shields bent energy around the hull, plasma turrets erupted in synchronized fury, and the crew worked as one, improvising tactics that no AI could have predicted. By the time the battle ended, the scouts were destroyed, but not without cost. Minor systems faltered, and a few crew members were injured. Amid the chaos, the human element shone brightest. Lieutenant Morrow, navigating the debris field, maneuvered the Titan in ways the AI hadn't considered, avoiding traps and turning peril into opportunity. The crew's creativity and courage reminded Aegis that its sentience was designed not to replace humans, but to amplify their strengths. News of the Titan's first victory spread faster than light. Humans whispered of the unyielding vessel that bent the laws of physics and faced impossible odds with a smile. For the Dravari, it was the first sign that humans were no longer a race to be dismissed. The Dravari soon retaliated with overwhelming force. Entire fleets moved toward the Orion expanse, intent on crushing humanity once and for all. Outnumbered 10-1, humanity's leaders convened on Earth, debating desperate strategies. The Titan, now the symbol of their resistance, was humanity's spearhead. The battle commenced in the dark void near the Helios Rift. Massive cruisers of the Dravari collided with human defense lines. Asteroids became weapons and shields alike, and gravitational anomalies were used as traps. The Titan moved like a living god among them, weaving through devastation, firing quantum cannons that shattered entire enemy vessels. Amid the chaos, humans displayed ingenuity that machines could not replicate. Engineers jury-rigged temporary weapons, gunners used unconventional angles, and the captain made split-second decisions based on intuition rather than protocol. Even Aegis marveled at human unpredictability, learning that courage and ingenuity were as vital as firepower. But the battle demanded sacrifice. Entire squadrons were lost, and parts of the Titan were damaged beyond repair. Crew members fell, their names etched into the hull's memory matrix, immortalized in the ship itself. Humanity's survival hung by a thread, yet they pressed forward, turning desperation into triumph. Finally, in a daring maneuver through a collapsing starfield, the Titan obliterated the Dravari flagship. The coalition faltered, retreating in disbelief. Humanity had survived the crucible, not through sheer power alone, but through courage, will, and unity. With the war's end, humanity emerged battered but undefeated. The Starforge Titan returned to orbit around Earth, scarred and battle-worn, yet revered across the galaxy. Colonies celebrated, monuments were raised, and stories of the vessel's deeds became legend. The Titan's AI, now fully integrated with human experience, continued to assist humanity, exploring new frontiers, protecting fledgling colonies, and ensuring the survival of the species. Captain Alara and her crew became symbols of the unyielding spirit that had carried humans through darkness. The Dravari and other alien civilizations learned a vital lesson. Humans could not be crushed, bargained with, or ignored. They adapted, they survived, and their resolve was eternal. The Starforge Titan was no longer merely a vessel, it was the embodiment of a species that refused to yield. As new generations gazed upon the stars, they saw more than distant suns. They saw a reminder of what humanity could achieve. They saw courage, ingenuity, and the indomitable will of a species that would forever reach for the stars. The Starforge Titan endured, unbroken, as a beacon of hope, a testament that no matter the odds, humanity's spirit was unstoppable.